Hey guys, it's MD865, and I probably look like a train wreck right now. It's because I'm exhausted because what I go to bed way too late and I'm kind of dumb. Yeah, kind of dumb. And again, you would think I'd go video without coughing, which will never in a million years happen. But I can hope. Anyway, I'm making this video, and people are probably wondering, wow, he's actually making videos. Granted, the same thing, basically, again and again, but you know what? And they're kind of same style, whatever, but you know what? Until the girlfriend gets here in a little while, that's all I can really do. Oh, because hopefully she has me. Sorry, I thought I was going to be interrupted, because like usual, the house I live in is bedlam. Um, Anyway, but yeah, until she gets here in a little while, I really won't have access to the dev pro I keep talking about. And even then, I don't know if she'll know what she's doing. Probably have to wait for her brother to get back on Monday. But that kind of blows. But that's such the breaks. But the main reason I wanted to make this video was I have a very interesting story that I think people would like to hear. Now, I'm sure that most of you, Jesus, I'm sorry guys, every time, have been in high school. Obviously, I would assume everyone who watched this is out of high school or in their senior year or something. I would assume you're not really younger than that, most likely. And if you are, why aren't you in school like right now? No, I'm kidding, but seriously, but yeah, I mean, I don't care about saying my age. I'm 22. I don't give a damn. That's how old I am. Oh God, I'm tired. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really tired. Anyway, but yeah, I'm sure most of us have been in high school. So, and we we meet new people, whatever, and so basically, this is to kind of, in a sense, this story will probably give everybody a laugh. It'll also make you wonder what the hell's wrong with this world, what the hell's wrong, why is there no hope for the human race? And if anyone heard that in the background, my Facebook thing just went off, so I apologize. I'm getting messages from this daggone party mom. Never mind. Oh god. Yeah. So you meet. All right, good. You meet again. I'm looking at time. I have my glasses on again because I don't like wearing videos as much because honestly, it just probably is distracting to a degree. But yeah. So okay. So I went. I went to a Catholic high school to start off with. Catholic high schools are terrible. Even if I had, let me show you this. Even if I had this little bit of scruff right here, I probably would have gotten like 2 detentions, like right off the bat. That's how much Catholic high schools suck. I mean, my hair would have been fine. But if there were like any bit, down like here, whatever, you get no pun intended, you get crucified. So basically, um, man, I hope my girl's here soon. I'm going to segue, but she had to do something for her sister or something. I don't know. Never mind. I'm not even gonna get into it. I think driver somewhere or something. So yeah, but yeah, that high school story of mine was my sophomore year is where the BS really happened. I mean, so I'm sure some of you are familiar with the experience. You make friends with obviously quite a few people in high school, yada yada yada. So I made friends with a transfer kid. Jesus. And he transferred from I think a town or two over because he was having problems, whatever, at his old high school, yada yada yada, learning problems with it, whatever. I don't know what the hell he's going through. I didn't really pay too much heed to that. I delved a little bit, and then I just sort of left it. I was like, okay, whatever. Um, Plus back then I was 16 and dumb. I was just happy to make a new friend. I didn't really care as much. I was just more, because I was sort of, I mean, I had a few friends going in, but I didn't really. I've never been one to sort of branch out my group of friends. I kind of like to have a close knit sort of thing going. Anyway, so this kid and I become kind of fast friends, yada yada yada. We have some of the same things in common, and basically, we hang out a lot of sophomore year. Whenever he comes over to my house, standard whatever friend shit. Played cards, yeah. And I'm not even talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm talking about actual like playing like poker things, like actual card games. And no, before someone makes some smart ass comment, card games on motorcycles, 5Ds was stupid. It just was stupid. Uh, but it really was. Hold on, let me. All right. Yeah, it was really stupid. GX was much more bearable. Zexal is unbearable. It's no, I refuse to watch it. I absolutely refuse. And the original Yu-Gi-Oh is actually pretty good. One of, I mean, other than some, well, actually no, that was a shitty edit by 4Kids. Never mind. They dubbed some stuff that never mind. It was to me it was strange. That's my opinion though. Oh, so this kid and I come fast friends. Back to that. He again we hang out a lot. Yeah. We basically spend a lot of time after classes together. We join the same lacrosse team. Yeah, just fire the lax bro comments. I don't give a damn about it. Go ahead, whatever. Like I haven't heard that crap before. I heard it in high school all the time. I don't really care. Blah 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 blah. Don't give a damn about it because I heard enough from this other immature kid who caused a lot of problems. But that's a entirely different story for an entirely different video or an entirely different topic entirely. And I just use a lot of E's. I'm gonna make the letter E extinct. So we're friends and getting along, and then eventually gets to a point in a sophomore year we have just sort of have like some disagreements. And I told him from day one that this girl was lying to his face. Did he listen? No. When you're 16, do you listen? Do you think with your brain? No. Not generally. I should know. I mean, 6 years ago I was 16. You don't. And I won't even. We know what I'm implying here. So he went out with this girl, and she was manipulative to like no end. She messed up his life badly, and it got to the point where it shattered the friendship we had, which was a fairly tight one, even though we only know each other like a year and a half. It was fairly tight, and it did this. It smashed it into little tiny itty bitty pieces. So basically, and to think something like that could, that's what I'm saying. Things like that and it sucks. But that's only one of the points. The other point is that later on, junior year, we hardly talk. Like, we talk a little bit, yada, whatever. Hey, what's up? What class you got? Whatever. We talk a little bit, we do. But for the most part, we're just like, the hanging out basically stops. I think he hung out once with me after that, and didn't really do as much. But, I mean, and it's hard. I mean, I'm a guy, I'm not going to lie about this, and people can make fun of all the hell they want. I don't care about anything. People can do whatever they want. I am quite, and this is going to sound really, weird. People can, again, say what they want, whatever feel that. I wear my heart on my sleeve, like I do. In other words, for those who don't get that metaphor, I basically, for someone I care about or I'm close to, I tend to, what's the word? I let my raw sort of emotion come to the surface, if you know what I'm saying. Like I let my heart, if you will, get the better of me. If I'm pointing in the right direction, stupid video. Let me see. All right, I'm good. Yeah, I let my heart get the better of me, and in a sense, I guess what I did with this kid. I'm like, I knew the girl was messing with him. I'm like, but eventually I was like, so this is really what you're doing? Okay. Plus, he also, now for those who, I won't go into that. I don't want to start a big war. That would just end up, but there's a certain sport where people get really cliquish, and I'm not even going to get into it. He was on one of those teams. I'll just say that. He was on a sports team, particular sport that gets very cliquish with each other, and that I don't think helped things either. But point is, it was mainly a girl. And the fact that we just disagreed so strongly over it. We clashed. And again, that's what Again, it wasn't his heart or his brain that were. And again, everyone gets the implication. It's obvious as the nose on my face. So, and for those who ever wonder, yes, I am Italian. The amount of hand gestures I do, if that's not painfully obvious, then people are more oblivious than I think, because I'm very much Italian. Oh boy, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so that happened again. We barely talked. We did whatever. But again, I wore my heart on my sleeve for the kid. And what ended up happening, then we were both kids. I was friggin' 16. He was 16. So what ended up, senior year comes around. I wanted to get the hell out of that high school. I didn't care about it anymore. Senioritis anyway was bad. So basically at that point, we kind of whatever. He was going to a different university and I was going to a different university. So it didn't really matter. We didn't really talk much anyway. So I was, But then 2 years later, I go out to eat, and I see him in a restaurant. I'm like, shit. So we strike up a conversation, and he's actually a busboy. Like, I had gone out to a mall, and I got to eat, and I'm like, the look. Honestly, I kid no one. This was the look on my face. Like, I'm like, you? Really? And he's like, yeah, I stopped working at the other restaurant. I'm like, oh, okay, crap. I didn't say that part, but I'm like, oh. In my mind, I was like, I was thinking, oh boy. So we start talking, yada, yada. And he eventually says to me, long story short, he says to me, he's like, man, I could never, hate you really or feel any ill will toward you. What that girl put me through. He figured it out, but it was sort of too late. Because I shouldn't really say this, but I'm going to say it. He'll never see this, so I don't care. He basically ended up, at least from what she told him, getting her pregnant when he was 19, and she was 2 years older than him. She was 21, so. And that's a messy situation enough, as anyone knows that was true. Then supposedly she, I don't know, let the kid be adopted, all this crap. And it eventually led to him trying to, do certain things that aren't good to do to oneself, i.e., and it's weird because no matter how badly, I'm gonna stop saying, wow, it's pathetic, I'm getting emotional over fucking, but I'm not stopping it, I'm too lazy. Yeah, he tried to kill himself, in short, and, yeah, that's really it, and, needless to say, the day I saw him, and then we actually agreed to get together the day after, and we talked about a bunch of stuff, and yada yada, and it was messed up, but that's what happens, and basically the gist of that is too, I'm not a fan of losing people, friends mainly. I don't really care about anybody else. If you're like an acquaintance or whatever, fair weather friend, I don't really give a rat's ass. If you're a friend and I'm close to you, that I do care about, with this kid, that caused me so much, and that's what I'm saying, not this matters to people on probably the internet who are on the internet a lot anyway, and probably won't even stop the story will have on anybody, I don't know, but it's just yeah, whatever. People can say what the hell they want. I did start getting a little, and I don't care, because that's how I really am, in shit like that. If that doesn't get you, you have no heart. I mean, regardless if the kid said he wanted to be my friend anymore or not, or we had to go, whatever, we still were for a year and a half in high school, and it just, to see him in that state and hear that he was in that state caused me such pain. I was just and I couldn't do anything about it. And powerlessness is bad. And that's the bottom line. So that was my sort of mini rant / story. But yeah, and and that's the other thing, he blamed me for getting her pregnant. I forgot that part. Messed up, right? Never even touched the girl. So that's really nice. The logic. So I almost didn't care at that point, but at the same time. But yeah, guys. So I hope everyone enjoys listening to this wonderful story. Anyway, wait for my girl, and this is MD signing out. Bye.